to Hey guys, welcome back to Ages and Stages. Today it's just going to be me because I have a few quick statements that I want to talk about to elaborate and clarify my prior rant in response to Miss Jefferi's antics. And more specifically, to start out, I'm going to just quickly recap how we got here. So it started by, as I was doing our weekly review, I made a comment about the fact that Jefferi stated she had no one to bring as an ex for the ex date because the only men she's ever dated with any level of seriousness were her two baby daddies. And they don't talk to her anymore because they're terrible black men that abandoned their families. And what was her? Insane. So that was my commentary. She didn't like it one bit. So she came on my page, left a soliloquy about how I'm a disgusting person, a terrible human being. And she tried to recraft the narrative to be me talking about her, quote, children, which never happened. I was speaking about her behavior, but that's how people behave when they don't like being held accountable for their behavior and would rather reframe themselves as a victim so that they don't have to change anything about themselves.
Well, first and foremost, before we go anywhere, this is a strong start. It's a very strong start. Just saying, I'm gonna let this play, but this is a very strong start from Symone. I mean, baby, it's a very strong start. Just saying, we've got some jokes in there already. She's about to explain some stuff. Babe, listen, I'm gonna say, Jefferi, leave Symone alone. Okay, because this woman out here has got guns for days, bullets for days. Okay, she got ammunition for days. Please leave this woman alone because Symone is that woman. She's that one. I don't want to mess with her. I'm even making sure my review is tight because I don't want to get nothing on me, baby. Okay, she gonna dig up my life. Okay. Let's get into the video anyway.
It's also what a lack of self-awareness looks like. So where we're at today, I did my response. I clarified some of the inconsistencies in Jefferi's statements. And Jefferi then responded by stating that my comment about me not seeing any evidence that she was divorced, that was incorrect. And more specifically, I also stated the fact that I had heard that Jefferi would represent in casual conversation that she had been made, but it was really brief. It didn't even count because she had an annulment. So I was incorrect when I said that she had never been married, but I was correct when I stated that none of her children were the result of marriage. However, Miss Jefferi would like all of us to be deceived by her famous wordplay, Little Miss voiceover.
So Symone was wrong about the marriage. Okay. She was wrong about the marriage, but she wasn't wrong about the kids not being in the marriage. But she was wrong about the marriage. So she has to own that one. Love Symone, but she has to own that one, right? So she got that one wrong. Because I had so many people send me evidence about she was married, etc., etc. It was a bit dodgy, the timings and stuff, but yeah. So she was wrong about that, but the kids aspect not. So Symone, love you, but the marriage part you got wrong, and we need to look at that. Okay, I don't know why that one was missed. Okay, all right. I appreciate you that you admitted that mistake. I'm not sure why that was missed, but I appreciate that you owned the mistake. Okay, accountability is a beautiful thing. All right, let's go.
Into believing by her the fact that she was a wife, that what that means is that her 12-year relationship resulted in her marriage and her children being the result of the marriage. Basic fact, that's not true. The one thing that is true is that she was very briefly married after having her kids. So we'll get into that timeline. I'm going to correct and clarify that timeline, give a few parting words, and then this Friday, when we do our new review, we'll be on to other topics, bigger and better things. All right, so let's get started. Now, first of all, this has never been about mom shaming. This has been about accountability, self-awareness, and growth. None of which has Miss Jefferi shown, because according to Miss Jefferi, she is perfect. I'm jealous of her fertile womb, her beautiful skin, her thin body. And I don't know what else she has going on because I've already read what exists on her background, and I don't wish for any of those things. not on me or you. So let's hop into this timeline real quick. Now, the thing about Miss Jefferi, she came onto my page specifically to dispel the comments that I made stating that she was unmarried each time that she had her kid, and that therefore she was repeating the same behavior that was not giving her the results that she wanted, because she says she wants both marriage and she wants a healthy, happy home for her kids, right? She then said that's not true because she was a wife 12 years. Okay. But we're all able to do basic mental math. So let's get there. The facts are this, and here are the documents. And this is going to be an update from the facts that I had before. Because remember, previously, I had not seen the divorce decree. So in 2009, she had her first child with baby daddy number one. In 2012, her and baby daddy filed for a marriage license. They filed for a marriage license and they got a marriage license number, but they didn't get married. They didn't get married. I've seen some bloggers that list 2012 as the marriage date. They are probably misunderstanding due to the fact that there is a marriage license date. But when you look at the part that says the date of the marriage, it's blank. And here's why. In 2016, she had her second kid. And then in 2017, she got married, whether it was common law or an actual misunderstanding due to the fact that there is a marriage license date. But when you look at the part that says the date of the marriage, it's blank. And here's why. In 2016, she had her second kid. And then in 2017, she got married, whether it was common law or an actual ceremony. This marriage date is actually reflected on her divorce decree. So she was married. She had her child. So she had her second child in 2016, got married finally in 2017, then filed for divorce in 18, received the divorce in 19. So this may be why she states that.
Hold on. Wait. What's going on here? Woo! What's going on here, baby? What's going on here? We need to rewind and fully understand what just happened here. I'm sorry. I just need to rewind and just understand what's going on here. Okay, just so I fully deep what she's saying right now, because it's giving. It's giving. I don't know. I'm not trying to even make this a laughing thing. I'm trying to understand right now. And I genuinely am trying to understand right now. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so we can actually see it, because I'm trying to understand what's going on. It's crazy what she's saying right now. Let's just go back.
But when you look at the part that says the date of the marriage, it's blank. And here's why. In 2016, she had her second kid. And then in 2017, she got married, whether it was common law or an actual.
So wait, she in 2016, she had a second child, then got married in 2017. So she had two kids outside of the marriage remit. Oh, damn, my phone's. So outside of the marriage, so both times outside of the marriage. So the first time was outside the marriage, but then they got a marriage license. Then they had another kid during the marriage license, but weren't married. And then they get married in 2017. And I think they get divorced in 2018. Oh my God.
Ceremony. This marriage date is actually reflected on her divorce decree. So she was married. She had her child. So she had her second child in 2016, got married finally in 2017, then filed for divorce in 18, received the divorce in 19.
So she filed for divorce in 2018, and then it was finally, obviously, the final decree 2019 where it's finalized the divorce. So she was married, but she was only married for approximately 2 years, which is probably why the conversation around annulments is probably coming up as well. Okay.
So this may be why she states that, oh, that marriage didn't really count. She got an annulment because it was so short. Boom, 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 boom. So short, in fact, that the very next year she gets pregnant by somebody else and is on to a different relationship. However, she continues to be misleading, because just 2 weeks ago, She was on a radio interview where she described herself as,
and I was someone's ex-wife for, 12 years.
a wife of 12 years.
Symone, are you?
Are you done?
You're tearing us up right now. What do you mean? Baby, why are you lying like this? Why are you lying like this? Unprovoked lying. Why? Jefferi, why is it the unprovoked lying? It doesn't even make sense. This story could have been explained. This story could have been explained. And we're only, 5 minutes in? There's still 12 minutes left of the video. I'm scared to go any further. Why the lies? You could have just told the truth. This wouldn't have not been so long, but we're telling, why the lies, baby? Why? Look, if you had owned it, it would have been a powerful story. Anyway, listen, I'll tell you my piece after. I'll say my piece after.
Then the other day, she went back on that same show to share with them that she was in fact divorced. Now,
Lord.
as I listened to that interview, I found it odd that she didn't share the decree or reference any of the dates in her interview.
That's very true.
Well, I realize now why. Is because it would have made clear that her 12 years of marriage narrative and soliloquy is not true. It's simply false. And what we would have seen
now we got a problem. We got a problem now. No, we got a problem here. We got a major problem, because remember, the host was out here. Listen, that woman out here, what's her name? Reese. This is not personal. This is not personal. But Reese came out of the traps talking about, would I lie though? But Sissy, you, wasn't that her show? Wasn't it Reese? This is why Erica was quiet. Oh, Erica, this is not for you. Erica, we appreciate you. Erica, it's not you. He's your friend. Erica, it's not you. Let's leave Erica out of this, okay? Erica Savage, let's leave her out of this, okay? Because she ain't done that wrong. But Reese was out here defending staunchly when she's the one that did the interview with her in the first place. She was the one that did the... She said, would I lie to you, though? Would I lie to you? I've seen the decree. No, you did see the decree, but you heard her say that she'd been married for 12 years, and you damn well know she's going to get married for 12 years. Reese? Come on now, sis. I don't want to see you caught up in this mess like this, okay? Don't be going defending people in a mad way, and you know that old girl was coming and told you one thing and told you another thing, baby. Y'all turned it into a whole attack the audience, and you knew... Baby, hey, Reese, you came out here shooting everybody, but baby, so you definitely. So did you actually see the decree? Because that's wait. Let me just rewind to. I want to hear what my a good sis Symone actually said. I'm not even enjoying this. This is like, oh, this is sad.
Life of 12 years.
I mean, I'm enjoying it a little bit.
Then the other day, she went back on that same show to share with them that she was in fact divorced. Now, as I listened to that interview, I found it odd that she didn't share the decree or reference any of the dates in her interview. Well, I realize now why, is because it would have made clear that her 12 years of marriage narrative and soliloquy is not true. It's simply false. And what we would have seen was that she didn't get married till after she had her babies. And even when she did, she was in and out. She was in and out like in and out.
Could it be that Reese only saw a marriage license? Just saying. Could it be that Reese only saw a marriage license? Because that's what she applied for, right? I think she applied for a marriage license. So could it be? I'm trying to help Reese here because I don't think that I don't want to believe that she lied. But could it be that Reese saw the marriage license from 2012, and obviously 2023, which will make it 11 years? She ain't trying to She ain't trying to fight that particular instance. You get what I'm saying? So it may have been that she saw the license. I want to bail Reese out here. She might have saw the license and then saw the divorce decree. But the divorce decree would have been still 2019. It still would have made 12 years. Hold on now. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Hold on. No. Hold on. No. Hold on. I wanted to defend her, but I did the maths, and the maths ain't mathsing. I wanted to agree, but I realized the maths ain't maths, because even so, she should have been divorced in 2019. That only make it 7 years. Y'all got me eating yogurts now. That'll make it only 7 years. That would only make it 7 years. God have mercy. That's not even 12. Reese, why are you defending stuff that don't make sense? Why? Reese, you said you saw the thing. It's not 12 years, baby. Do you know what? Let me give her another out. Maybe she didn't hear it properly. Maybe the first time she didn't really hear the 12 years stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah? Okay. Let's get back to Symone.
Now, Burger, real quick. Subsequent to that, then in 2020, right? So she gets her divorce in 19, and 2020 is when she has baby number 3 with baby daddy number 2. Now, and then that baby is born in 2021. These dates matter. And part of the reason I looked into it is because on the episode of Ready to Love, when she is explaining to Tommy her timeline and why she doesn't have, any of the men in her life and why she doesn't have a date, she specifically said she hadn't spoken to baby daddy number 1 in 6 years. But this was 2022. That math doesn't work because she was married to that guy within 5 years. She married him in 2017. Okay. And it's 2022. So that's 5 years. So y'all must have said something, but okay. And then she also said she had been with the second baby daddy for 3 years, but that they broke up when she got pregnant. She got pregnant in 2020. And the baby was born in the beginning of 21. Meaning there seems to be some overlap between marriages, relationships, and the whole shebang. Those facts don't change. And in her interview, she did not speak on it. She did not clarify it. She did not declare that, my timeline or the facts or any of that was untrue. All she said was, whether or not you were divorced after having kids doesn't change any part of our conversation, which was about making the same choice over and over that is not helpful to your dating life, Wait.
So where is, I think my brain's a little bit slow. I don't know if you guys can help me. Where's the overlap? Because I know she got divorced in 2019. Okay. I don't get the overlap. Okay. So someone help me. She divorced in 2019. She officially divorced in 2019. So I don't get the overlap. Is that where the eviction stuff comes in or whatever? Is that what it is? I'm trying to understand that part. Where's the overlap? Because she left the guy in 2019. Just so I can understand, guys, because I don't get it. But I thought she divorced by then. Oh, this is difficult. This is hard. Guys, it's difficult to understand all this stuff that's going on. Huh? But you know, let me just say
Yeah,
this.
they had us the first half. I'm not going to lie. They had us. We weren't defeated, but they had us.
Jefferi had us in the first half, but we weren't defeated. I mean, let me go back into this thing.
She also said she'd been with the second baby daddy for 3 years, but that they broke up when she got pregnant. She got pregnant in 2020. And the baby was born in beginning of 21, meaning there seems to be some overlap between marriages, relationships, and the whole shebang. Those facts don't change. And in her interview, she did not speak on it. She did not clarify it. She did not declare that, my timeline or the facts or any of that was untrue. All she said was, whether or not you were divorced after having kids doesn't change any of our conversation.
I get it, guys. I get it. Hold on. I get it, guys. I get it. I'm slow. I get it. 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 I couldn't understand it beforehand. Do you know what I'm saying? It took me a little while to deep it, because obviously she's been with if she was with the guy for 3 years, but the baby was born in 2020 and they broke up, there would have been it would have been 20. Oh, it took me a minute. It took me a minute. It took me a minute, or it took me more than a minute, but it took me a little bit of time to get it, but I got it. At first, I couldn't understand what they were saying, but now I get it. If they were together for 3 years, and the guy left as soon as the baby was born, count back 3 years from when the child is born, would make it 2017, 2018 kind of times, right? Oh, I get. Wow. Jefferi! Oh, Jefferi! Why would you come out and tell these lies when you know that you is suspect? You should have been messaging Symone saying, Symone, listen, can I be honest with you? I did tell some lies on the, getting onto the show, and but no, you wanted to make it a victim campaign, baby. When your story is shaky, your story is shaky.
The same choice over and over that is not helpful to your dating life, or showing growth. So I stand by those facts. I will correct that she was married. She was married in 2017, filed for divorce the next year, and received it the following year, and got pregnant by somebody else, gave them the gift of a lifetime the next year. I still stand by as well the dates that I stated with respect to her filing for paternity, having to establish that relationship and move forward after giving this man this gift pursuant to her. In the end, it doesn't change the fact that both her timeline and her narratives seem to change at her leisure, depending on the image that she wants to convey to us on that given day. Because as she said in her most recent interview, people just don't like me because I'm perfect. They just can't seem to believe that a woman is perfect can exist. And there's just out there. Okay. Work with that narrative. We'll let you have that one. But I really don't think it's your perfection that people are looking at and making them say, how did she get that perfect? I think there's some other things to discuss there. And most importantly, at the end of the day, none of us are cast for Ready to Love because we're perfect. In fact, if you were perfect, you wouldn't get cast. They cast all of us because something is wrong with us a little bit. They cast us because they want to show growth. That's what dating is about, right? Mature, marriage-minded dating is about growth. It's about accountability. And it's about pushing yourself so that you can be your best person to meet your best person. Before I wrap up, I want to clarify some things that I saw when I did review the divorce petition. Now, in that state, most states, divorce stuff is part of civil law. In that state, it's part of dead people law. It's part of probate law, which is unusual. But in looking at those documents, also in reviewing and listening to what some other bloggers have commented on, I wanted to clarify first that this petition was filed by Jefferi under the grounds not of abuse, not of violence, but of, quote, incompatibility. That further supports what we've been talking about, which is maybe she needs to slow down a little bit before giving people the gifts of life.
Now that was a doozy. Because that would have been a little bit of a saving grace, but
before you even know whether or not you're compatible. She'd been with this person for 10, 12 years and didn't realize till year 10 they're incompatible. Sure, it can happen. It can always happen. But that's just an example of an area where you could say, oh, maybe that's something that I want to grow with. Maybe that's something I'm going to work on in the future, but not her, because she's perfect. She's perfect. Also, secondly, one of the bloggers referenced that there were mutual restraining orders. So I'm going to post on the screen here the actual restraining order. I've redacted out some information.
now we know who gave that particular information. That was on my channel. So Symone, way to go. We appreciate the fact that you're thorough with your breakdowns, and I ain't mad at it, you know. I ain't mad at it at all. Okay. I ain't mad. Let me just zoom this up a little bit. I'm gonna see what's going on.
But when most people think of restraining orders, they think of domestic violence. That's not what happened here. So in this county, they
he's a runner, he's a track star. He going away when it gets hard.
refer to the rules and regulations that are given to all parties filing for divorce as restraining orders, because what they are restraining you from doing is basically going in the bank account, taking all the money out of it, going and taking out your other partner's IRA, saying disparaging things to the kids, that kind of thing. So this was not about violence between each other. It's mutual, because what they're saying is, now one of y'all needs to go take money out the bank, needs to squander, needs to go, run up a credit line, buy a house in somebody else's credit. That's
you're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today.
You don't have future here. You don't have future here.
Do you mean to tell me that even the DV isn't the DV? You mean to tell me the DV isn't even the DV? There's no saving grace. None of my watch. Yo. Yo, Symone came through with the not on my watch. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely get that meme. I'm gonna definitely get it. Don't worry, I'm gonna download that meme and we're gonna use that meme, because that meme needs to be done. What you mean? She said, not on my watch. DV's not a part of this thing. Not on my watch. What? This is not good. I shouldn't even be laughing, but it's just like, honestly, this is nuts. This is nuts. No, Jefferi didn't mention that. But we were saying that if it was, I don't think she actually mentioned it. So she never. I don't think she actually mentioned ever that. I think she mentioned. Did she mention something? I don't know if she. I can't say that I heard her mention it, so I'm gonna say that. But I'm just saying that obviously that also now goes out the window. Okay, that now goes out the window as well. So that's, yeah. She insinuated DV. Okay, yeah, I think she did say that, something like that. God damn it! God damn. She definitely ain't coming on this channel to do an interview, I guess. I'm gonna try though.
That's what that means. And then in addition, I saw some commentary where people were talking about, oh, well, she was allowed to leave the state. she was allowed to leave the state. So therefore, and that generally just happens where there's DV. It does happen in DV cases, but here that's not what the record reflects. Neither the petition nor the divorce decree, which was like almost 40 pages. I've read both. Instead, what it was is it's what's called an uncontested divorce. So an uncontested divorce means that the other party here, the husband, said, go ahead, you can have what you want because I'm about sick of you. And therefore, the husband did not contest her leaving the state with the children, at least with respect to the divorce order. He actually, I didn't see his signature on it, but she seems to have attended and signed it in her party. And then basically he's agreeing to it. Excuse me. He did not oppose the amount of child support. He didn't oppose any of that. It seemed like they were both ready to go. It was you could tell it was like a self-help done decree. And again, on the decree and on the petition, neither one of them referenced any acknowledgement of any type of DV. It doesn't mean she doesn't feel that she experienced that, but it does mean the document that she completed, the petition that she filed with the court, she didn't list that as one of the bases for seeking her divorce. She listed incompatibility. And there was like boxes she could have checked for like being treated terribly and other various things. Also, I looked up to see whether either of them were arrested or either had like a jail or prison record. And I did not see one for either of them, which supports the fact that they were probably just both sick of each other and were ready to get that divorce. So again, I'm not saying that what her accusations she may not have felt happen, but I am saying in the document that she filed to file for divorce, that wasn't listed as one of the grounds. Also, to be honest, he was not in no place to contest her trying to move somewhere to do what she needed to do for her family, because the amount of money he was paying in child support, shame on him. That's just my personal opinion. Just to reiterate, the 2012 document that some people have found that referenced a marriage, they didn't actually get married then. The marriage didn't occur until 2017. The following year, after the children were born, and the subsequent year was when she filed for divorce. Also, it's very interesting that she never references in her interviews, she doesn't discuss the quickness with which she had the divorce or moved on or made any of these choices in her public interviews. She very much seeks to establish this drama-free narrative, this drama-free image, including on the show. She told the guy, she said, I don't have baby daddy drama. Girl, huh? I guess not if you ain't got no baby daddy. It's peculiar. And I stand by the fact that the timelines are odd. The facts don't add up according to her version in comparison with the facts. But the one thing that we do know is she was in fact married for a short while, a while that even she says doesn't quite count. So it was a real nice try at deflection. You deflected by saying that I called your kids mistakes. No, but I did say your choices in men were mistakes. You can have those same children, but with men who will take good care of you and them. So selection was a mistake. Your analysis and how you decided who you want to give kids to, I don't think that was a great idea. And you can still have a family with a man who loves and is going to treat you right. So no, you're not slick with switching it into that. And you don't get to go on national TV, talk about your children from the discourse of, I've only dated their dads and that's why they're not here. And when we start talking about why their dads aren't here, say, you're talking about my kids. No, I'm talking about your decision making. So good try. You tried again. It was unsuccessful. And we saw right through it. Just like when I watched the interview and you failed to reference any dates, but just wanted to tout the fact that you had in fact been divorced because you knew good and well that we were smarter than to fall for your foolishness. Don't have babies with boyfriends.
You know this video is about to go viral. Blood. Hey. relax, Jack. I'm not here for you. Now, the reason why this is really important is because if any man is going to get with Jefferi, they have to understand that this is a character. To keep on lying about things like this, it doesn't even benefit you. You know, at least if she said there was a DV situation, I think we could have maybe given her a bit more grace, right? But there's no DV situation. It's just bad choices. It's like, why do you have to lie then? Do you know what I'm saying? Why do you have to lie then? Oh, I hope Andre is being safe out there, sir. Don't become the next person, you know. Don't become a next person, you know. You know, and you know, damn, babe, like it wouldn't have been that deep. Do you know what? You could have used woman empowerment and come out and said, you know what, guys, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I was foolish. I was stupid. And the woman would have got behind you. Now, the men might not have, but the woman would have got behind you. You know, oh, she made a mistake. Forgive her. Who doesn't make mistakes? You know, da 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 da. You could have got that angle from us, but you didn't even try to do that angle. Okay. You didn't even come from that angle. Why didn't you come from that angle? But instead you come to this angle. What do you think is gonna happen? That's fair. I shouldn't count out the DV. That's true. I shouldn't count out DV. That's fair. But it's like, baby. And then the deflecting that you were doing in this interview when you know that wasn't the truth. It's like, why? Brittany, it was the women that were defending her. So we didn't, the men did not buy her Jefferi at all this season. Sorry. We knew from the jump we weren't buying Jefferi. I'll be honest with you. We weren't buying Jefferi at all, not in the slightest. We weren't fooled by that voice and that femininity that she was bringing personally. But, you know, like, oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? So now it just makes all your behaviors, even from last night, even more like we're gonna look at it more and be like, this is not great. Like you coming out acting all like you're better than thou, you know, you are so deep and spiritual, and you know, but yet we are so surface. And it's like, babe, when you make comments like this is why people don't like this. Like, I'm like, yo, this ain't cute. This is not cute. Like, this is not how you want to go about things. You know what I mean? What we need from Jefferi right now, Jefferi, this, if you're listening, this is what you need to do right now. Own your shit. Own it. And actually just be accountable about it. Say, hey, I made some dumb mistakes. You know what I mean? I made some bad and poor decisions. My children aren't mistakes, but the things that I did, were incorrect. That's it. That's all you need to do. Come out and be real and true. But if you're gonna keep on lying and keep on going on the way you do, baby, listen, you ain't gonna last long doing that, babe. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, all jokes aside and all madness aside, now the truth is out. I really just want you to be accountable. Like, all truth aside, I just want you to be accountable. Like, I don't want you to be in a space where you're like, you can't take on this truth. I don't want you to come out again and do another interview and it's just a PR stunt. Babe, just take accountability, own what you did, and people are gonna love you for it. They're gonna be like, do you know what? We stand a queen who can own her. Don't deflect. Don't try to lie. Don't try to pretend. Don't try to call other people not on your level. It just shows an air of arrogance and pride that is really allergic. I mean, this arrogance and pride is really a turnoff. So it's like we see this because this is what's really being put on the screen, and then we see it in person. We can't not comment on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all I'm saying, babe. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, at this point, you know, I ain't feeling that, because again, I'm gonna say it again. I now have to review the tape with Blake, because all the things you're talking about, Blake, I have to be careful about that, because I don't know if I trust that. I don't know if I trust that, because the way that you even handled that situation with Blake, I didn't like the way you handled it, even on the boat. So for me, people were trying to see him as manipulative, but I was like, I'm looking at you. You know, I'm looking at you now some way as well, you know? Like, sis, that's a madness. You're saying it's still 1,000 men are still choosing me. And it's like stuff like that. It's just, and then Reese, baby, what did you see? Reese? What did you see, Reese? And then you were defending her staunch. That's why I keep my mouth shut. I told you the things that I can't prove, I just do this. I've learned my lesson. When you get hyped and it's not even your situation, just keep quiet and show. Now, Reese, you've come out and you are shooting all of us. But luckily, I'm a graceful person. Me, I don't take it seriously. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I ain't gonna take it to heart. But baby, you was coming out here shooting, shoot. Don't shoot. You understand? You are shooting everybody. Meanwhile, the girl has been lying to you. And now you have been staking your claim on her about, oh, it's about baby mother. It's got nothing to do with her being a mother. Baby, come on. I mean, it has got something to do with her mother, but it's not about her kids like that. Yeah, that's all we're asking for. What role did you play in these things? That's what accountability is. No, honestly, that's all accountability is. All it means is, what role did you play in these scenarios? That's all. Yeah, it's not a bashing. It really is, you know what I mean? But I mean, Reese baby. And the worst thing is now, babe, please don't message me to tell me you're going to take that video down, because I have my money to make this month. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. Like, if you now take down your interview with Jefferi, you can't ask me to take my video down. I'm sorry, babe. Like, I'm going to leave it up there because I need to make some money. And that video is doing rounds. It's doing good, you know? Okay. So just going to tell you that straight, you know? So if you ask me, I appreciate the fact you might ask me if you haven't done so, but I'm just saying, just in case you think about it, please don't, because I'm just going to leave it up because I need to make money this month. I'm behind. Ghana, I spent so much money in Ghana. I need to make it up. You see how I'm doing these videos? You see how I'm going to wake up 5 a.m. in the morning doing an instant reply to Symone? Don't play with me. And don't play with me. Okay? I need to make my money. I understand. So there's no beef. I'm just letting you know, if you are thinking about it, don't think about it, because I'm not going to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah? And I appreciate it. I got to do what I got to do. Okay. All right. Because since wow. This is why Erica was quiet. This is why Erica was so sweet and quiet. And I've got a little bit of a crush on Erica. She's a really beautiful woman as well. So I can't lie to you. I think it's the shape and the formation of her lips. Anyway, let me just be professional. But it, just, babe. Whoo. I think Erica knew what was up. I think so. I think Erica kind of knew what was up. You know, I think she clocked, and that's why she was super, super duper quiet. And her whole conversation was about mental health. And that's why I said to you, I liked her energy. I don't know what it was. I felt like I liked her energy. You know what I mean? I felt it. I think I could sense that, I liked her energy. And I said, she knows something, she looks like she's not getting too heavily involved, and I can understand that. But baby, I'm gonna need you to just grab Reese and just tell Reese, don't do that again. I'm not even looking for an apology video from Reese, because I know she ain't gonna do it. We don't care about it. But just tell Reese, don't do that again. Yeah? Going to bat so hard like that. You're absolutely right. Let's not got bills to pay. Okay, the gas don't pay itself. Okay, you see how I got this? You see, I got a heater on. That's not a thing to play with. The prices have gone up. You can't play around. You gotta make sure your quality content. But no, like honestly, it's I'm so man. Oh, I was like, yo. And the wildest thing for me is the fact that Symone managed to do this in this amount of time. The amount of time that she did it in, this girl said she read 40 pages. 40 pages. Thank you, arts. Thank you, artsy girlify. I appreciate you. She said she read 40 pages, 40. That's when you know somebody's on, they listen, not here to business. 40 pages in a day. They did say that, to be honest. They did say that. And what did I tell you? I told you guys, I said, when Jefferi started saying about, you could lose your thingy license, I said to her, you just saying this to try and back up your argument, babe. I hope you can back it up. That's why you never showed us the decree. That's why we never got to see it. You're not serious candidates. You're not a serious candidate. Bruv. So now Suwan's bars, maybe Suwan also saw the same thing, So Suwan and Blake, maybe Suwan and maybe that's why Suwan took Blake's side so much, That's fair. That's a very true thing. A paralegal, that's very true. I didn't think of that. That's very, very true. Man. It's epic, bro. It's epic. Absolutely epic. Oh. Because of course, when Suwan kept on saying she's ready to lie, I was like, why does she keep saying ready to lie like that? Now it makes sense. But then it's like, why was she so heavy on the Suwan situation? Now it makes sense. Maybe she saw right through you too. Maybe she too saw your madness. Maybe she too also was like looking at it and say, well, you know what? That, as a lawyer, when you have a good judge of character, you can see that somebody's a little bit off. Maybe that's what Suwan was seeing. Maybe she saw that your behavior's off. Now, when you get on saying advocate sue, it's making sense. You were saying advocate sue to distract us from the fact that you were just blindly going off Suwan. Listen, we're joking, but probably, Blake knows how to, get him. That's his job. Suwan and Blake, they recognize those things. It's part of their job. My God. Shoo. Ah. Vendeva, appreciate you. Thank you. The heat of fun. We thank you. Glorious God. Thank you. We appreciate you. I just honestly, it's wild for me, I need to go to bed because I've got to do a live in a few hours with you guys. This is nuts. Maybe. I don't know. I just think to myself, I think they saw right through her, if I'm honest, Listen, it gets stronger each and every day, KTW. It gets stronger every single day, sir. It's getting stronger every single day. And this is further giving it strength. Then you know what? Sis is ready to lie. I can't trust your word. I told you I can't trust her word. I can't trust her word now. I can't trust her word. What? That's a fair point, Brittany. All right. This is nuts, bro. Like, I can't lie to you. This is nuts. So the maddest thing is that when she's doing the calculations in my head, I'm like, this don't make sense for time. Because that's the thing I didn't understand was the overlap. I didn't get where she got the overlap from. So I was trying to understand the overlap. And then it took me a minute or two to get it. When I finally got it, I said, oh my gosh. Talk about overlap. Like, Woof. Well, we'll have to wait and see, guys. You know. Yeah, but you know what? I didn't get it, Island Girl. I didn't get it. I still didn't get it at the time. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like a math equation, and you don't fully understand it. Do you know what I mean? I didn't fully understand it in that. So, but now I understand it. Now I fully get it. I understand where you're coming from. All right, listen, guys. I'm gonna go to bed. I can see the sun is even rising. The sun is even rising right now. I'm gonna go to bed. I hear the tweet. That means it's time to go to bed. Not Jessica calling out Seaway. So yeah, we can't defend Jefferi anymore. Yeah, we can't. Okay, can't defend Jefferi anymore. All right. The tweet is coming up. Look at tweet is doing that. The sun is rising, guys. I'm looking into the distance of the trees and I'm seeing light skies. It's almost 6 a.m. Hi. Someone said, let's see the sun. You want to see the sun? I don't know if you can actually see the sun. Let me see if I can see the sun. I can show you guys. I can show you. Hold on. Let me watch my space, bro. This is my view, guys. That's the sun. Okay. All right. That's what it looks like. Yeah, fantastic. There we go. All right, guys. I got to go, guys. Guys. It's been good. I got to go. Okay.
I'm leaving here with something.